Welcome back to the Hockey Shop Source for Sports, where it is my favorite type of day, dress-up day.
I was going to say standing room only in here, but that's okay.
We get to be chummy, buddy. Chummy. Nice and tight. I love playing dress-up. I love coming in here, trying on all the gear, and then leaving it on the floor for Cam to clean up after me. It kind of reminds me of when I was a kid. But now...
What do you got there? What are you wearing?
Why don't you clean up what exactly I'm wearing? This is the Warrior RX5. This is the RTL, so we learned this in the chest protector video. RTL is the high end. I'm guessing you've got the second price point because it says Pro.
Yes.
Don't ask me why the Pro line is the second price point. A lot of companies do it. It drives me nuts. But here we are.
Yes.
What is new? Because Cam, I like the fit. I'm not sure if these pants make my butt look big, but they feel nice.
Yes.
But there's some differences from the old Warrior pants.
We're going to call it like a call redesign.
Completely different.
Yes.
What's the first thing we notice?
Well, let's start with the waist and then move our way down.
Okay.
So, segmentation now at the waist. We pull out an older RX4 pant. We would see that this is one solid piece of plastic along the side. It used to cause a lot of folding to the pant and make it sit a little bit weird. This segmentation A will help it bring it tighter around the waist if you wish.
If you wish is key. We don't all want our pants to fit tight.
Exactly. Or
we're not all like you and your skinny jeans.
If you want it to flop out a little bit more to be able to tuck in your chest, once again, you have that ability to. So they've made it a lot easier with the overall fit of the pant, but they've kind of kept some of their hallmarks. Warrior's internal belt system returns the exact same as what we saw before. Okay. It is also removable as well if you wish to take it out. So, in terms of overall fitment-wise, again, we still have a very, very similar style of fit that we've had in the years past. However, just a better overall improved fit around the waist because of that segmentation. So, moving down. Lace returns. Be able to, again, lace your chest in. So that front lace is kind of hidden right behind their, what we'll call neoprene elastic kind of crotch area, for lack of a better term.
Neoprene crotch.
Neoprene crotch.
Got it.
Be able to fit that bigger, especially a Warrior jock in particular that does have that big plate in front of it. It definitely has that extra space to be able to accommodate for something of that size.
I am not wearing a jock under this, and yet there is still a bunch of space to accommodate something of that size.
So we will leave the cup check out for now.
Thank you, Cam.
You're welcome.
You just use that to tie down.
Moving down, which is something you noticed.
This is the one that jumped out to me, and I'm going to be honest with you. I was a little biased. I like the old way, but I understand that I do like this. Listen, before we go to this, you did make the joke about, the neoprene.
Yes.
But like, when you have extra laces, don't you hate it? When it just sort of ends up, but you can actually just like tuck the extra lacing into that little pouch. I know it's this tiny little thing. Nobody's buying these pants because of it, but I gotta be honest, like that speaks to me.
Kevin's new favorite feature, being able to tuck the lace in and make it go away.
Yeah. I'm a little OCD. I don't like laces everywhere.
He's genuinely excited.
This is a tighter look. I'm excited now. And it actually almost overshadows the fact that, as Cam was about to tell us, the thighs are now rounded.
Yes. Typically in years past, we've seen that flat Warrior-esque thigh. I think we measured it out to be about 14 inches wide at one point.
And it was fixed inner edge. So as soon as you close the legs, it basically built a wall. I kind of liked it. It was cheating central, but I kind of liked it. We've gone to a bit of more rounded look, but you still get that seal when you close the legs. It's still nice and tight.
More traditional rounded shape. Again, a little bit more ergonomical to bring those legs together now.
Right.
So a little bit easier in that sense. However, we haven't lost the thickness, which is important in terms
of
protection.
Yes. 100%.
And I'm holding the Pro, and it's quite substantial. Obviously, when we go into the RTL, you're going to get their HyperComp material as well. So again, we're going to help to aid in that protection level. That would be your big upgrade difference. You also see some of the finishing differences between the two if we're looking at the thigh specifically. That leather cap rounding.
Little higher wear material.
Exactly. However, that said,
it's a really, as we do this, it's like this is out of the box, and I'm like...
He's getting his leg up going today. Very flexible pants. And that's always been a Warrior staple and a hallmark, especially with their plates. So, if he's done moving around...
I had a little too much coffee this morning.
The last thing I'd like to call out is the redesign of the hip pads as well. So they've changed the way that they've segmented their hip pads in particular. Before, there used to be some free-floating pieces and whatnot. Now they flex very well, as Kevin was just showing off. Easy for, lunges. I mean, Hopefully you're doing, butterflies and not jumping jacks while you're in the net, but that's fine. Whatever you need to do to keep the puck out of the net, right?
That was a lunge cam. That wasn't a jumping jack.
Now, you were close to doing a jumping jack.
I came out of the lunge into a jumping jack. I'll give you that. But
One quick last little call out. Again, to correspond with the Warrior knee pads themselves, we still have a lace-in tab on the inside of the thigh. So you can lace in your knee pads to your pants if you wish.
Comfy, mobile. Okay, so they don't have the flat front, but as Cam said, a more traditional fit and feel without losing a lot of the tech developments that Warrior was noted for. I do like
the new waist,
the segmented waist, and the ability to tuck, untuck. We saw the Warrior chest protector last week. This feels like it'll be a really nice complementary piece.
Exactly. So if you want to know more, give me a call, 604-589-8299 or 1-800-567-7790, or check it out at thehockeyshop.com.
What they really want to know is, can you do lunges?